Amish Tripathi is an Indian author. He is known for his novels The Immortals of Melara, The Secret of the Nagas and The Oath of the Vaiputras. The three books collectively comprise the Shiva trilogy. Tripathi's debut work The Immortals of Melara was a surprise bestseller, breaking into the top seller charts within a week of its launch. The Shiva trilogy has become the fastest-selling book series in the history of Indian publishing, with 2 million copies in print and over Rs 50 crore in sales. Forbes India has ranked him among the top 100 celebrities in India twice in a row, in 2012 and 2013. Career: Amish Tripathi is an alumnus of St. Xavier's College, Mumbai and Indian Institute of Management Calcutta. Although he originally wanted to be a historian, Tripathi initially chose a career in finance because he couldn't afford the former. He worked for 14 years in the financial services industry, in companies such as Standard Chartered, DBS Bank and IDBI Federal Life Insurance, before starting his writing career. The Immortals of Melara, Tripathi's first novel, was published in February 2010. It is the first book in the Shiva trilogy. The second book in the series, The Secret of the Nagas, was released on August 12, 2011. The third installment, titled The Oath of the Vaiputras, was released on February 27, 2013. The trilogy is a fantasy reimagining of the Indian deity Shiva's life and adventures. The Immortals of Melara and The Secret of the Nagas, the first 2 novels by Tripathi, have been commercial successes. Amish's books have sold 1 million copies in the span of 2 years with a gross retail sale of Rs 22 crore. The third installment, titled The Oath of the Vaiputras, was released on February 27, 2013. With The Oath of Vaiputras selling more than 400,000 copies even before its release, the trilogy has become a success. The Shiva trilogy has become the fastest-selling book series in the history of Indian publishing, with 2 million copies in print and over Rs 50 crore in sales. The movie rights of The Immortals of Melara were purchased by Dharma Productions in early 2012. Also The Immortals of Melara and The Secret of the Nagas have been released in UK through Joe Fletcher Books in January 2013 and November 2013 respectively. Amish Tripathi has recently been listed as one of India's new icons by the DNA newspaper in its 8th anniversary special. Amish has also been awarded Society Young Achievers Award for Literature. He also won the Communicator of the Year Award 2014, instituted by the Public Relations Council of India. PRCI, the premier body of PR, media and HR professionals and academicians, has announced the award to Amish at the 8th Global Communication Conclave in Mumbai. Amish Tripathi was named Man of the Year 2013 by Radio 1. Adaptations: The Immortals of Melara, The Secret of the Nagas and The Oath of the Vaiputras have been released in the Indian subcontinent and around the world in various languages. The Immortals of Melara is available in 14 languages: English, Hindi, Telugu, Bengali, Gujarati, Assamese, Malayalam, Kannada, Bahasa Indonesian, Tamil, English, Estonian, Spanish and Marathi. The Secret of the Nagas is available in 8 languages: English, Hindi, Telugu, Gujarati, Assamese, English, Tamil, Malayalam and Marathi. The Oath of the Vaiputras is available in 6 languages: English, Hindi, Telugu, Gujarati and Marathi. The books have been translated into a number of local languages, with the author believing that publishing as a whole is gradually being embedded in the Indian business sensibilities. Further explaining his thoughts, Tripathi said, "I genuinely believe those 5 years from today, we will have a situation when other languages will account for higher sales of books than in English. That is the big change happening in publishing. It is taking pride in its own culture than knowing other cultures, like in television, where regional language channels have more TRPs. Other than the local versions, the books have also been released in the Amazon Kindle version, available in India and UK. In addition to the Indian movie rights sold to Dharma Productions, the international movie rights to The Immortals of Melara are under discussion." Tripathi is represented by Creative Artists Agency, a top Hollywood-based talent agency, for movie deals on the Shiva trilogy. Influence: All of Tripathi books are on religious topics since he is a devoted worshipper of Shiva. His grandfather was a Sanskrit scholar and a pandit in Benares. Tripathi says that unregistered trademark S learnt most of his knowledge of Hindu theology and religion from his grandfather and his very religious parents. He had turned into an atheist in the early 1990s but returned to faith when he started writing his books. He believes that religiosity and liberalism go hand in hand in India, as he said at the Jaipur Literary Festival in 2011. Amish quotes from the ancient Hindu scripture Rig Veda to say that truth is one, but the wise men know it as many. God is one, but we can approach him in many ways. He says that he lives this philosophy. In his puja room at home, besides the idols of Lord Shiva and other Hindu gods, he also regularly worships pictures of the Muslim Kaaba, Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, Prophet Zarathustra, Gautam Buddha besides symbols of many other religions. Marketing: in the Indian market where large sales volumes of books are rare, Tripathi's books have been enormously successful. Tripathi's marketing skills and strategies have been widely credited for the success of his novels. Tripathi himself says, unregistered trademark essay fallacy to think that a good book sells itself. I can give you a long list of books that I think should have been bestsellers but nobody unregistered trademark s heard of them. My management background along with marketing experience helped me devise effective strategies for promoting my book. Weeks before The Immortals of Melara hit the bookshops, Tripathi printed sample copies of the first chapter and persuaded bookshops and chains to give them away free to anyone who approached the cash counter, creating a buzz. It was an unprecedented move and gave the book very high visibility considering that at that time, Tripathi was an unknown author. He also made presentations to big retail chains, visited smaller retailers, met local distributors and regularly sent email updates to various stakeholders. Tripathi targeted social media websites for promoting his debut novel, and made a trailer film with a background score reportedly by Tawfiq Qureshi and uploaded it on YouTube. For promotion of his second book, Tripathi created video trailers and screened them at multiplexes. These trailers were of similar quality as movie trailers, complete with visual effects. They were released with the Shah Rukh Khan star Rawan. Tripathi believed that this would work as the audience that visits theaters is the same that reads my books. 3 other trailers were released on YouTube. In 2013, a music album called Vayaputras, an original soundtrack based on The Oath of the Vayaputras, the final book of the Shiva trilogy, was released. The album had songs by artists like Sunny Nigam, Tawfiq Qureshi, Palash Sen, Bikram Osh amongst others working on this. This was the first time ever that an original soundtrack has been made for a book series. References